A very good evening, everyone. Is my voice clear? Am I audible? Can you write chat, yes and no in the chat box if I'm audible? Okay, thank you. And I hope the screen is also visible to all of you, right? So today my question is I'm going to show you one of the project and the project that we have built using only WhatsApp. Oh, sorry, your Python. So how many of you are using social medias? Do you have account any of the social medias? Or which is the best, I mean the most used platform by all of you? Can you write in the chat box? Which is the most used platform what you are using to post pictures or maybe some video status? Okay, keep it coming. Hmm. Okay, what do you think is the most used platform? Instagram. Youth is already available on Instagram, right? Okay, now any social media you go, any social media, do you know if you would like to post something, it should be in trend, and to just make sure that it is trending, you will be using some hashtag. Am I correct or not? Are you using some hashtag? Any particular hashtag you remember in the latest news we have in this current June month? Hashtag elections or coronavirus may end, something like that. Have you witnessed that thing? The people are using nowadays a lot of hashtag. Yes, yes, yeah. And I think most of the famous hashtags that we have, if you just search online right away along with me, the most used hashtag is love, and then it is friends, pick, pick of the day. These are the most important hashtags that are trending every time. Might mean 365 days into 24 hours into 7 days a week. That is the number of times it is trending. So I decided the same thing. Why not to make a product for our youth? And that is also using Python. It was quite obvious. I am a Python developer. I will be using Python only. So that was obvious. But my motive was to use just to see something like how a youth can take it up. Thank you, Kushal, the code scholar. I think the institute will be much lot more happier. So now I will show you something like hashtag generator that I have built using only Python to extract the latest hashtag as of today. So today is 23rd June 2021. I think there is nowhere special occasion going on. So let us look what is the trending hashtag as of today. Because I am connected using this YouTube live, and at the back end I am connecting with OBS. So I have to show you one thing at a time. The first thing, I'm showing you the Python file what I have generated. Let me know if it is visible to all of you. Please acknowledge it. Yeah, this is the CMD window. Okay, so if you can see here, there is a Python file kept here. This is my hashtag generator program, and I'm just going to delete this bottom one because I would like to have a latest hashtag as of today. So this known as a .py. .py stands for this Python file. I've done my Python coding at the back end. Of course, the logic I will not show right away. I'm just going to run it away, and once I run it, it automatically opens the CMD window. So this is what the black screen was appearing, telling me what to choose. So I'm asking from the user what type of hashtag you would like to have. User can be you guys or digital marketers also, who are promoting their advertisements based on some trending hashtags. So when I made that product, I think the trending hashtag at that time was your okay. So you have heard of that hashtag, na? That was Pari ho rahi hai, something like that. That was the trending hashtag. At that time, I built that program. So every time I was getting something trending, every time that Pari ho rahi hai was coming out. So I think it was 3 to 4 months back. At that time, I created this program. So let's see. I would like to have trending hashtags. Just search it out, and within just couple of seconds, it has finished. Python program has finished. Now the answer is available in the same folder where I kept the Python file. So as you can see over here, yeah, in this folder, you can see there is a file named top hashtag today, and see the time. It's 7:08 p.m. and this is the right time. It is just created right away. I'm double clicking it, and again, now see this one. What are the trending hashtags as of today? So in trending hashtags, you can see love, fashion. They are the topmost. And then pick of the photo of the day, beautiful photography, and just come bottom also. So these are the top 50 or 60 hashtags that I retrieved from the website. This is known as a Python project where I am using web scraping to extract the hashtags from the top websites that are already existing. I have not created any hashtag. These are already available. So now any one of you, if you like to something as trending on your Instagram or on your Facebook, these top 5 or 6 you can use, and you will get lot more likes or comments relative to your audience. Okay, I don't know which community you belongs to. Maybe someone in South India, maybe North India, or maybe some other college. So I don't know your community. Based on that, you will get better likes. That is for sure. So how was it? Can you comment yes or no? Gives a thumbs up. So I'm just closing this one and deleting the file. So 7:08 p.m. the file was created. I have deleted the file. I am rerunning the program to show you here the hashtags which are relevant to my topic. I don't know what topic will be there trending. I don't want the trending topic. I would like to have better trending hashtags with respect to my topic. So today is the code scholar. So if someone has created the code scholar tag on the website, or if it is available as the SEO, it will be downloaded. And I can use that to highlight the institute name on all social medias. But my favorite topic is Python. What we're doing, just write Python. That's it. Sorry, first mention the option. Second option, search hashtag. I would like to search for Python. The moment I press enter, you have to have internet connection in order to retrieve from the website, and within a couple of seconds it vanished. Since you're using YouTube Live, you just scroll 5 seconds back and check it out. What was the last message it displayed? Okay, but for security reasons, I'm not showing you the code. Now opening the file again. So it's 7:11 p.m. You can cross check on your side. And you can see here, again, the same file is created, but the time is changed. It's 7:11. Double click on it and check it out. So these are the hashtags related to my Python, which I learned. So in Python, just zooming in a little bit, you can see here Python is there, programming is there. So relevant to Python, we also have Java as a programming language. In Python, we also are coder. Python is related to machine learning. We Those who don't know, machine learning is a very advanced topic. So we can do Python using that. Even data science is there. See, data science is there. Even artificial intelligence is there. So everything which is related to Python has been popped out, and these are the top most. That is for sure. So if I today ask the institute to post the video along with these hashtags, I think they will get better views with respect to the yesterday. So how was the product? Can you give a thumbs up if you like it? And there are a lot of projects we have done. I will show one more project tomorrow also, which I've done only using Python. So those who will join batch, and if I am your mentor over there, I'm definitely going to share my file with all of you. You can now post that thing to your friends, families on social media and get the latest hashtags as of today. Was it good? Thank you. So I have one more that I'm going to show tomorrow. I hope you like that one also. That is, I have only created thinking of all the students. It is exclusively used by the beginners. You will enjoy that thing also. So GitHub, let us open the GitHub section. Data analytics, Python, and the same file I have to take today also. Click on this and get the link of the file. Okay. Yeah. So get the link of this particular file. Now we're going to open our Google Colab. So again, you have to have an email address in Google in order to use their platform, Google Colab. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. Yes or no? So in the GitHub section, paste the link which I've copied from my GitHub account. This particular link, just paste here and you will get the file. And here it is. So I guess yesterday we have done the topics only on strings. Today I'm going to take the other topics. List and user defined function. We have done print function over here. No. Here it is. List. So Python knows a number of compound data types used to group together different values. So we have something as list. String is a collection of characters. List is a collection of elements of different data types. You can have data type as string, numbers, boolean, even list within a list. That is also possible. So all these things are possible in list. So this is the way how you create a list. You have to encapsulate the elements inside the square bracket. I'm printing the list, and if I write the square at this star, actually after writing star, only the elements inside the list are printed out. And run anyway. Yes. So you can see here, first the squares will be printed out, which are having all the elements. And then if I rest star squares, this means all the elements inside my list will be printed out. What is a list? Collection of elements of different data types. We can have numbers, floating point, complex, strings, boolean, even byte numbers can also be written. Your hexadecimal, octal can also be written. Tuples in a list, list in a list, all of these things are possible. So list is just a collection of elements of different data types. Array. Array is a collection of elements of homogeneous data types. So we can only have a sequence of numbers or sequence of characters in an array. Array is just a subtype of a subset of this list. How to do the indexing here? Similarly, yesterday we have seen the indexing in string. So for that, we were highlighting that 0 in the square bracket, because if you start from left to right, then this means we are starting from 0 till the length of the sequence. But if you start from right to left, that means we are starting from the last element inside the list going towards the first one. So this first case, you can see indexing has been done, and zeroth number, which is 1, has been printed out. If you would like to have someone at fourth element, at fourth position, I would like to find what is the element. So squares, square bracket 4, and 25, which is the last element we have. Slicing we have also seen. Slicing means from the particular sequence of elements inside the list, I would like to receive a chunk of the elements. And chunk of the elements I have to decide. How I will decide? By passing the position numbers. So what was the syntax for slicing? You have to go in the fashion of start, end, step size. This is the way. So first thing, if I mention, just leave this. For example, I do squares, and the square bracket, if I write the starting point as 1, going till 3 with a step size of 1, or leave 1 as of now. Just print it. You can see 4 and 9 have been printed out. What is my squares? So out of this list, 1, 2, 3 has been printed out. And yesterday I also told you that the end has relational operation of less, not less than equal to. So the element at first position, which is 4, at second position, which is 9. So that has been printed out. But 16 was not printed out, which is the element at 3. This has not been printed out. Why? Because my end has a relation operation of less, not less than equal to. But if I omit both the things, if I don't write start, I don't write end. So this means we'll be starting from the 0th index and going till the end of the sequence, which you will see in the next example here. And if I just write plus, so that means we are doing concatenation. So yesterday we have seen if it what we do normally in the concatenation. We write something as hello plus world. So this means concatenation of strings. We are merging one string with the other. Similarly, if I would like to concatenate one list with the other, we have to use the plus operator. And this is going to show the squares, which is 1 to 25, and then other certain numbers we have. Now we have cubes as a list here. Now list is also defined as mutable. The example what we are showing over here is a property of a mutable. It simply means, very simple words, any element can be modified at any time at any position. So for example, I have a list of 8, P, and false. Three different types of data elements I have written over here. At any time, at any position, I can remove the word. So I can remove 8 and the output will be P and false. I can update any element. I can replace my 8 by 30 and that can also be done. And I can add one more element that is also at any position. So I can add something at between 8 and P. I would like to add star. So 8 star P and then false. These things you can do. So that is the operation what we are trying to perform here. We have a list cubes. We're replacing the value at third position by 64. So you can see here 0, 1, 2, 3. At this third position, I'm replacing the element by 64. This is the syntax how to replace the element. And it has been done like this. So this can replace. If I would like to add one element, I could have written something as cubes dot insert, and the syntax for insert is first tell me the index position. So for example, I would like to insert 0 between 1 and 8. So that means I'm using the first position and value is 0. Let's check the cubes again. You can see 0 has been inserted in the cubes. Similarly, if I would like to remove now this 0, I can remove by using this particular keyword del and pass on the position number. Which position number I would like to remove? I would like to remove the first position. So now at first position I have this is 0 and this is first. At first position I have 0. So that has been removed and this is again same list we have come back. We can typecast also. So in this particular example we can see the string has been written and the string has been typecasted to list. That means all the elements will be changed to their respective list. And here it is. All the elements have been changed. It is taking one at a time and it has been changed to double string in a string format. What is the length of these letters? It is 7. In this next example, we are seeing how to replace some values. So how we are replacing? We are replacing by using these letters. So the position number 2 to 5 in the above example, you can cross check in 2 to 5. That means we are highlighting here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 4. Fifth will not be taken. And I have shown in the bottom example also. In 2 to 5, it is C and D. So we are replacing C and D by capital C, D, and E. That you can also do. So at any time, at any position, you can remove, update, add element. So this is the definition of mutable. This I have already shown you how to go for the delete. You can also clear the list by defining it as an empty list over here, and all the elements inside the list will be cleared. You have to define here the starting and index. So starting and index you have to define. If you don't write anything here, so by default it means that it will start from 0 and at the end of the sequence, which is this list. It is possible to nest list. That is, a list can contain a list. A list can have a list as a child. So in this example, two lists have been taken, A and N, and we are creating a new list X, which is containing smaller list A and N. So that is also possible. So in this new list X, I have at 0 position the whole list, and now inside that, if you would like to access any element, so what I'm referring here, you have a parent list. In the parent list, you have child list, smaller list. Now you would like to access some element inside the child list. So child list, in this case, we have A, B, C, and then 1, 2, 3. I would like to see how I can access A, B, C. So how to access first child list? So this is present at my 0th position. First, I have to access that particular child list. And then after that, you have to tell me the position number inside the child list, which is B. So first square bracket tells you the position which you would like to refer. If your child list is present at that particular position, then after that you can write down in the next square bracket what is the position number in the particular child you're referring to, and that is the B. So in this way you can do it. Okay, this I have already shown yesterday also, how to take a user defined input. Okay, those who are asking like when we are going to start data analytics, it's definitely going to start from tomorrow. We'll start with the pandas directly and then performing the data visualization on one of the data set. This we have also seen yesterday, how to take input from the user. So for that we have a function input. By default, the input whenever you write and the user is giving something for the input side. So if I enter here and I write hello world, so that has been printed out. In the next thing, I'm printing another thing. May I know your name? So this has been printed out. So this means if I write anything, by default the data type of the input is string. So anywhere you think you would like to change it, you have to typecast that thing. You have to typecast that thing. So here is leave that thing. In this example, variable what I'm writing some number here, and you can see that is a string. So this means like whenever we try to take values from the input from the user, that is a data type of string. Eval, okay, eval I will discuss later on what is it, but you have this file, you can have the access. I think you already have the access to this particular file, you can study about it. Building a simple calculator, leave that thing. Yeah, control structures. So I'm leaving those topic for you to cover. Because of time constraint, we are not going to explain that one, but this file is already available to you. If you have understood the last two classes, that thing you can perform. Let us start with the if conditions. If condition is used if you like to perform certain action where some condition has come as true. So in this example, you can see if particular expression written inside the brackets -4 is less than 5. If that is true, then this particular will be printed out. Since it is true, this particular condition has been printed out. How we have written if? So syntax for if is first write this if, then write the expression, and after the colon, you have to press the particular uh, this first. Okay, let me delete this one. After this, press enter, and by default, you will be having some indentation from the left side. You have to leave this as the indentation only, because if I just merge on the left side, this means if is not having any syntax to perform. If the expression inside the brackets comes as true, this particular block has no task to perform. So how this particular syntax will know that there is some task? You have to include by some indentation here. How I included the indentation? By pressing the tab button. Just run this one and it has been printed out. If the particular condition is opposite of it, what we are not expecting, so then it will not be printed out. So if my condition is written over here and I'm changing the condition as less than, taking it as false. So this particular print statement has been printed out that my condition is false. And because my condition is false, the task what you have written in the if block, the task what you have written in the if block is not it's not run, has not run. That is, it is not printed out. And whenever we write zero, so in Python, my friends, zero means false and one means true. And just giving you a quick tip. So wherever you see something is written over here, zero or one, this means one is true and zero is false. Here we have defined like if it you are false, then don't print anything and nothing has been printed out. And if I write something as one, so this means this particular condition is true, and whatever has written in this particular condition, that will be printed out. The task will be well performed, and run it. It has been well performed. Now, if elif else condition, what it does, you cannot write multiple ifs to perform tasks. So what you can do, you can combine those multiple ifs to perform a single if, elif, and else block. So it's better to have if, elif, else block than multiple ifs to perform certain actions. So here you can see we are asking for some integer, and based on some condition, if the user enters something, that is going to compare to the particular expression. For example, write -9. Since -9 is less than 0, the if block is true. So the task inside the if block will be printed out. And the task is negative change to 0 and x has been replaced to 0. Again running it, if I'm writing 0, then elif block has been printed out. And what is the task of the elif block? To print 0. That has been done. Now pressing something as 100. If block, elif, elif. These three blocks are now false. In no condition I have mentioned if my x can be greater than 0, what action to perform. So it has been included in the else action. So this is the meaning of if, elif, and else in our Python programming. Hmm. Now for loop is there whenever you are looping something. So looping means in this particular list, I would like to print something, print all the elements that I have inside the list. Or repetition you can also use if you continuously would like to have input from the user. And you can take it in the infinite loop. You can take it in the infinite loop and you can keep continuously asking from the user that what is the particular action, what is your name, or if it is a game of continuous game, like a mini project on, you can take it of random numbers. So if the user has printed the same random number what you have guessed, so till then keep on asking. So that thing you can do it here. Okay, Sunita, the link for this particular GitHub is rightly available on the YouTube video. You can cross check here. So in the website link, GitHub link, and all the social media links are attached below. Just refer to the more information, you can have it. So for loop is used for a looping method if you would like to access each element inside the list. So using this method, syntax for word in bag of words. For word in my list, print the word. This is what we are actually performing, and that has been printed out. Along with that, there is one more action, the word which is taken. So first it is taking cat, then window, then demonstrate. So the length is also printed for each of the word. I'm leaving the range function for now. Okay. Break and continue. Break and continue are very common and they are used in most of the programming languages. We use the break statement to cut out. So if certain condition is true, so at the stopping condition, whenever you think that certain action has been done, I would like to stop my program at the particular action, I can use the break statement. Continue is that I would like to skip some statement where my certain condition is become true. Wherever certain conditions become true, I would like to skip the particular statement and keep moving forward for the next action. So you can take example, a number we are taking from the user and I'm taking a loop. For in this particular loop, if my particular number exists, if I write 100, you can see here everything is printed out. Okay. So it is asking like if for a number in range 1 to 11, if in this particular range, the user, if I write something as a user, I write 5 here, and wherever it becomes true, the particular conditional is skipped and that will not be printed out. 5, and you can, where it is, sorry, here. So let's write 5 here, and you can see 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3, 4, 5, 4. But 5 into 5 is not there. It has been skipped. Why it has been skipped? Because we have written here, if number is equal to 5, continue. So that will be skipped. And now if I write something as 8, this means whenever this particular condition is true, if number is 8, it should stop. And that's why you can see 8 by 8 is not there. But my sequence was carried forward till 11. This means it will go till 10, 8 to 10, but it is not there. Why? Because at some condition I have taken this as a termination or breaking condition, or it has stopped at the particular syntax. So this is what we mean by stopping and sorry, break and continue. Okay, leave this one. Okay, leave this one. Functions. Oh, so functions again, it's common for the programmers who know it. For the non-programmers, let us clarify one thing. Function is used wherever you think you would like to uh, save some lines of code which are written again and again. So for example, you have written a long program and every time after some condition is true, every time as per your logic, if some condition is true, you would like to perform an action which contains 10 to 12 lines of code. And there are 4 actions you have done. So for first action, 10 to 12 lines of code, the second action, third action, fourth action. So you would have written 14 or 44 lines of code for that. You can encapsulate everything and put it in a function. And whenever you're trying to perform an action, directly call the function, it is going to apply for you. So this is the beauty of the function. A quick tip here. those who are looking forward as a freshers and trying to crack the exams, the functions is also used for two more applications. The first application can be that every program is a top to down approach. If any error has occurred, you have to check from top to bottom at what line you have got the error. But if you're using functions, you'll be going from top to down, that's for sure. But if some error occurs inside a function, that can be very easily resolved. Then resolving the errors which are repeated again because you're not using function. So 10 to 12 lines of code will be repeated 4 times with respect to my 4 actions. And if any error has occurred there in those 4 tasks, I have to correct them in all the 4 actions. But if you create a function and any error has been caught in a particular function, you can quickly solve it. So in this particular function, we are just generating a Fibonacci series. And Fibonacci series, we are just given the upper range. So n, how many numbers, serial number up to n. And a and b starting points we have defined. So Fibonacci series, you can study it online. What is it? So that's a small logic is there. Next number is the sum of the last two numbers. So first is 0 and 1 are my a and b. The next number is 0 plus 1, 1. And you can see here 0 plus 1 is 1. Then the next number 1 plus 1, 2. Next number 1 plus 2, 3. And that is how it is carried forward. To what number I'm going to get carried forward till 2000. So it is printing till it has received the range, and I'm using a while logic inside here to cross check whether my program has reached the upper limit or not. So first thing first, when I write this thing after DEF, when we write something as here, this is known as function name. This fib is function name. So after DEF, whatever you write, that shall be your function name. And after that, you pass the arguments. Then colon and perform all set of actions somewhat here. So perform those set of actions here. And this is known as function declaration, function making, function creation. If you would like to call the function, you just have to mention the function name and then pass on the arguments what you have written. So first is function declaration, then function calling. Function calling should be done after function declaration. In this example, first we have created a function to create a Fibonacci series, and then we are calling it by passing the upper range here. And this upper range is passed here. My n is equal to 2000 has been passed, and it is performing the actions with respect to it. So this is known as declaration and calling. So in the above example, we were just printing the numbers. We are not returning something. Let's zoom more. So in this list of action, we are just printing something but not returning. And as a programmer, your role should be defined that whenever you create some function, it will return something. You are performing some action, it should have a return type so that you can perform another set of action on the return type. This is a programmer practice. I think those who are experienced, they can witness, they can acknowledge in the chat box if I'm right or not. So the next thing what we are doing, we are passing the default arguments here. Just leave that thing. Here it is. Function with return. So we are returning something by performing this task, the DEF, and the same Fibonacci series is there, but in this case we are returning the result. And whenever I write something, this function calling I do, this is going to return something. And what it has returned? This particular variable result, which is available right here in the function program. So this result has been returned and stored in the variable f100. And what is this f100? This particular list which we have returned. So return is a must to use. As a programmer practice, we can say you have to use also. Okay, I'm leaving the list sets tuple operation for all of you. Just let me go to the next topic. Tuple. What is a tuple? So tuple is also again the same thing as list. Collection of elements of different data types. But this one is immutable. This one is immutable. So what is immutable? Element can't be modified at any position at any time. So tuple itself doesn't allow to change any element. But by brute force, you are all thinking creatively. As per your creative minds, you can build a logic to manipulate something. How we can do it, that's a different chapter. But as of default, we cannot update anything. You can just cross check. For example, on the bottom, we have T. T is a tuple here. How to check? Write down type T. This is a tuple. I would like to perform certain action like replacing something. I would like to replace the first element by 100. You can see it has mentioned something that it is not does not support assignment. Okay, you don't support assignment, that's fine. Delete the element at first position as the first number should delete it. Again, it does not support deletion. Can I insert something? Can I insert something here? Dot insert at first index in the tuple insert 100. So again, that is also not possible. I cannot perform these operations. But because you are programmers, you can build the logic. You can perform it. How come we can perform it? By typecasting. I have it shown it here. Okay, let me show you how the typecasting works. So T list I'm writing. I'm writing list and in the brackets mention T. Now my T has been typecasted to T list. So type of this is the list. Now you can perform all the actions. So that is my T. Some three numbers. Oh, sorry. T list. It has become a list. I can perform all the actions. I can delete some element in my T list. It can delete spelling wrong. So it has deleted successfully. Check it out. This has been done. Deleted. Similarly, I can update the element. I would like to update first element by 9999, some long sequence. Just check it out. So you can see here it has been updated. I can insert an element also. So T underscore list dot insert at first position minus 66 and it has been inserted. So by brute force I have done it. Now the next step is do the typecasting re typecasting. So I'm writing as T tuple T is equal to tuple and now you have converted back to the tuple. So first tuple was given. You have come back to the list to perform any action you would like to have. Change the elements. Again, go back to tuple. This is a change you have to follow as per the programmer logic. Okay, is it clear? So these are the basic data types we have. So we have seen loops, if else functions. If you still would like to solve by yourself, this file is freely available to all of you. Please have this file. Utilize the hard work what the institute has done to all of you. They have saved a lot of time. You can directly access this file. Just click on this file, copy the link, and paste it in your Git that Google Colab and directly solve it. If you can open, you can also save it on your local system. Go to the file and download it as IPYNB, which is Iron Python Notebook, and later on you can work on your Jupyter Notebook for that, or you can go with the Python file. This thing you can perform. Is it clear? Okay, thank you. So guys, this is the day 3 list I'm showing to all of you. Please take the screenshot and fill it some browser, and then you can apply for the attendance. So even if you have missed it, just scroll back 5 to 10 seconds back, and then you can copy this particular link or write the link in the browser, and then you can apply for the attendance. This is day 3. Okay, now going back to the same link. So any doubts you have, please write in the chat box. Let's read the doubts. Any doubts? Write in the chat box. Okay, the institute has again messaged me something. You are still looking forward to a lot of query are coming in the WhatsApp, how to start, how to get the course, uh, or what is the course all about. They are again asking. So these guys, what we are providing is the data science course. We're going to explain it tomorrow, not today. I will just give 5 minutes for that. But the importance you should understand, just separate it yourself from the crowd. If you like to have a good job, and that is also if you are fresher, if you like to have job just by in this current year or in the next year, go for something which is globally recognized. I would suggest guys go for this Python exam. This is the cheapest exam for Python programming. Don't go for free. There are hundreds of sources which are giving free. But what is the value of free? So this program itself, this paper itself is 3600 something cost, but the institute has tied up with the Microsoft, they are like distributor, so they don't charge that much. They will only charge for the mentor's fee and the internet headline. So you will amaze at what price they are selling. Just connect with them on the WhatsApp. They will give you a full description. But if you're really serious, as a fresher, as some person working in the corporate and would like to switch the profile, this is the best one. You can go forward. So tomorrow I'm going to take up your NumPy and then pandas. And day after tomorrow, visualization skills and how to apply on a single project we are going to discuss on Saturday. It's very costly. Okay. So anyone knows what is the difference between SAS? What is a SAS? Marcelo, if you would like to see for the link, GSM, if you would like to get for the link, please attendance link is already shared in the video. Just scroll back 5 minutes back and you are definitely going to get the Google form link. Write the link in the some browser and then you can apply for attendance. The link is valid till midnight. Please upload your attendance. And those, because you have joined as data analytics as a program, I'm very delighted that I have been introduced as a mentor over here because you have coming here for data analytics program. Let me tell you, there is one high demand language which is SAS, statistical software. You can study, read the full form. It's up to you, but it is a paid one. If you anywhere look forward to the job profiles, the people who are having SAS certification, they're having higher salary. So on average, who has SAS certification, they are minimum 7 lakhs in India. So what is the difference between SAS and Python? Why SAS has been appreciated so much by the industrialists, but why not Python? Very simple reason, guys. Because SAS is a paid one and Python is free. So anyone can learn Python. It's the open source. And for SAS, you have to pay for the examination. And that separates the person who are looking forward to have a job profile in the analytics, in machine learning, in statistics with these languages. They're giving a higher priority. You can also get the high priority. If you learn Python, that's fine. But do give these papers, which are recognized globally. SAS is globally recognized because of its difficult paper. You have to use minimum 6 months to 1 year of coaching you have to take, and then only you can actually go to the SAS examination. And the paper costs itself in dollars, 10 to 12,000. But as Python, it's not even 3,600. Just come tomorrow, I will show you like how much is the price the institute is offering. So have this certification in Python that will separate you from the crowd, and then start building the projects like you have seen mine. You can come to the companies, work as an intern or some other associate level, some backend developer, as a software developer, but your minimum salary after the certification for sure will be around 4 to 5 lakhs minimum. And then you can excel yourself. Go and have jobs, practice, and go with the enormous projects ideas. I know you must be having brilliant ideas in your mind. Just start building on those ideas. Okay, get into the job, start building projects, and then you can excel. So if you have liked today's lecture, please write, gives us a thumbs up in the chat box, and please do subscribe. There is another bootcamp what the team has told me. They will update you in the social medias only. Lesser of that information is available on the WhatsApp group. Do subscribe this channel, and they are going to update you on the upcoming bootcamp, as well as if you're following them on LinkedIn or Instagram, they show their advertisements for the next bootcamp, so you can apply at the more. So by next week you will get the link for that one. Okay, GSM, just a little hint to you, Pi Builder. Okay, just search it out, Pi Builder, and you can also convert your Python file to the executable file. So thank you everyone for today's class. Okay, so I take my leave. Thank you. Let's connect tomorrow for our data analytics starting with NumPy. Take care.